Hey, what's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to do a short video on how to properly put your, I have the Canon G7X Mark II camera and the Feiyutech G6 Plus gimbal, which I did a video on a couple of months ago. But I've had a handful of requests from people on how do you actually get it to balance on here. So this little video is going to show you how to balance the camera on the gimbal, or at least the method that I use. So I'm going to switch to camera views here so you can see it a little bit better. So first off, this little tab here, you undo that, and then this slide plate will come out. And this is what goes onto the bottom of your camera. So my camera, the way I mount it on the bottom is positioned this way. Get this in place. So typically I go as far up and back as I can with this plate. Make sure it's as straight as possible. So, and then once you have that in place, you just put that back on the gimbal. So at this point, when this is back on the gimbal plate, obviously when it's powered off, like if I just let go of this thing, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't balance or nothing. So obviously you're going to want to balance it with the power on, so the lens is out, so it has its weight distribution in place. So once I have it there, I'll go ahead and semi-secure this little latch over here. Again, it's not going to do anything like that. So typically what I do then at this point is this bottom one, the one nearest you, if you loosen it up, I'm going to slide this to the right and just see if I can't get it to kind of balance on its own, left to right. So I'm not far enough over yet. So at some point, you can see that's close. So then I'll go back just a little bit, and then I'll kind of tap on it like that, so it kind of rocks it back and forth to see if it's going to keep that balance at that point. So that's what this back and forth does. So that to me looks fairly decent. So at that point, I'll lock down this attachment there. And now this is off. So it's not 100%. So you can see, it's not perfect. It's still off just a little bit. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So at this point, I want to undo this a little bit because I'm going to move my camera a little bit more forward so I can get the balance this way. So then I go back and forth and kind of let go and just very lightly. So to me, that right there is pretty close. So I'm going to tighten this back up. I'm actually going to loosen this one back up just a little bit and move it just a little bit more to the right. So right about there. So once you have that set, tighten everything back up again. Typically I don't adjust this one here. It's just this one and then the camera forward and backwards. So once I have that in place, if I power up my gimbal, when you power it up, it pretty much aligns everything, puts everything in level. So at that point, this is manageable. If you don't have it balanced properly and you turn it on, the whole thing will vibrate in your hand and you'll realize that something's not right. So when you do turn it off, like if you were to turn this off right now and that's in, and then turn this off, the balance will be way off because the distribution of the weight on the camera is not there anymore. So if I bring this back out again, you're going to get a little bit better. So again, you're not going to get it 100% perfect. Get it as close as you can by adjusting these things, and then once you have it there, when you turn the gimbal on, it gives you the stabilization you want. So that's my process for mounting the Canon G7X Mark II to a Feiyutech. This is the G6 Plus, which gives you the mount that lets you do a whole bunch of different kind of camera styles. But hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll talk to you later.